Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Thomas the Tank Engine from the show Thomas the Tank Engine. If you enjoy this video, please do remember to hit that like button, and I'd also like to know whether you guys would like to see any more Thomas content. So would you perhaps like to see a station or maybe some of the other trains? You'll have to let me know down there in the comment section. I'm very interested to see what you guys want to see. Oh, and if you would like to check out some of my other stuff, I'd highly recommend the card system and the description below for some of my other cartoon and movie and game related builds. I'm sure that if I ever do any more Thomas stuff, it'll appear down there. That's the card system and the description below. But that is pretty much everything, guys. Why don't we get started? So before we begin, I should let you know that to make Thomas, all you need is a 5 block by a 21 block area. 5 blocks going from left to right, and about 21 blocks going from front to back. And you shouldn't need any more room than this. You will also need all of these materials that I have in my inventory right now. We'll be starting with the ones in the hotbar. I might have also forgot some materials. I'm very good at that. I usually only forget 1 or 2 if I do forget them. I've probably forgot something. I'm very sorry if I have. I do apologize, but it's how it goes. I'm very forgetful. Pause the video if necessary. Make sure that you have all of this stuff. And if you like, you can make this grid in your world. And if you have made the grid, I would highly recommend coming all the way to the front left-hand corner of the grid, which is this one. And then take a sideways stance like this, so you're looking over the opposite side of the grid. Move 1 block inwards. And this is where everything will begin. We want to start off by placing an anvil on the ground, and it wants to be sideways like this. We then want to place 4 anvils moving left towards the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And place a cyan concrete on top of that 4th anvil. You may find that you actually have to crouch to place it because anvils are a bit tricky. Then place 5 more anvils moving backwards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another cyan concrete on top of that 5th anvil. And then 5 more anvils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 more cyan concrete on top of that anvil. Now place this time 4 more anvils. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this time we are going to place a red concrete block on top of that 4th anvil, and we will actually place an additional red concrete block on top of this, and we will also extend the concrete towards us by 1 row like that. But we also want to take that red concrete and extend it across the tracks, and we actually want to place 1, 2, 3 more rows of red concrete coming across like this. And then bump up that row so that it is 2 rows high. So all in all, we should have something which it actually looks very strange. We want to have this. However, we're not quite finished. Let me show you. So once you have this row of anvils, we want to have another row of anvils because we're making train tracks. So from this row, you want to leave a gap of 1, and it's only a gap of 1, and then you want to place another row of anvils parallel to that first row like this that is as long as the previous row. So leaving only a gap of 1 in the ground, do you want to place another row of anvils. Grab the spruce wood slabs. You then want to connect the anvils together in the middle using spruce wood slabs. So starting from the front, you want to leave a gap of 1, place a spruce slab. Gap of 1, slab. Gap of 1, slab. So on and so forth, moving all the way to the back until you can no longer repeat the pattern, like that. And where you have placed a slab on the inside of the tracks, you want to do the same on the outside of the tracks as well. So that applies to not only the left hand side of the tracks, but also the right hand side of the tracks too. So you want to have a nice complete set of train tracks. You can even extend the train tracks coming out of the back here so that we can fill in the area that we have laid out. So you could add an additional 2 anvils to fill out the grid, which would also mean that you can extend the pattern an additional row. So all in all, we should so far have something which should look like this, which is cool and all, but we're not quite finished. Okay, so we want to take all of the cyan concrete blocks that we've placed, and we want to place an upside down stone brick stairs in front of each of them. And also an upside down stone brick stairs coming out of the backs of them, like that. We want to connect them all together using stone slabs, so all of these stairs want to be connected together. And you want to take the front set of, you actually want to take the front stone brick stair, and I do believe, I don't want to get this, actually we're not going to connect them together, we won't do it now anyway, we might have to do it later. So once you've done that, we actually want to create an additional row of wheels on the opposite side of the tracks here. So we want to be on top of the anvils, and we want to have that exact same pattern for the wheels on this side. So if you basically, one row away from all of the blocks that you've just placed, I want you to, leaving a gap of 1, replicate what you have on that opposite side, but on this side of the track, so on this side of the anvils. So you want to place the cyan concrete 1 row away from each other, the stone brick stairs 1 row away from each other too, and also the stone slabs 1 row away from each other as well. So you can see that we have the same thing, just 1 row apart. Now, once you have done that, we can move on to this next bit. So the next part of this is going to be for us to make what I would call like the bed of the train. So we want to take the row of red concrete that we placed earlier, and we want to take the top row here, and we want to extend every single one of these top rows of red forwards by 17 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Like that. And that wants to be for every single one of those red concrete blocks. There's only 5 of them in total. That is how wide Thomas is. He is only 5 blocks wide. So that's all you have to do to extend them. And this will create us the base of Thomas. So there we go. You can see that we're cracking along it nicely. Now, once you have done that, let's add in some additional details. I think that we will start with the front. So on the very front left-hand corner of the train, the very front left-hand corner of Thomas, we want to place a white concrete block on the front left-hand corner. And going right of that concrete block, we want to place 4 stone slabs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to extend back the white concrete block, you want to place a stone slab behind there, and also the stone slab on the right hand side. And place 2 light blue concrete coming back from each of those stone slabs. That's 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. Then place a stone slab coming backwards from each one of those second blue blocks. So a stone slab, stone slab. Then, moving backwards from each one of those stone slabs, place another light blue concrete. Then, grab the yellow concrete, and moving backwards from the light blue concrete, place 3 yellow concrete moving back. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Then, place 2 light blue concrete moving back once more. 1, 2, and 1, 2. And on top of those second light blue blocks, we want to place upon it 4 more light blues. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the opposite side also 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to have something which should look like this. Now, the next part is going to be all the way up at the front here. So I'm going to dump the yellow concrete for a moment, and I'm going to grab the black concrete. And we want to start off by placing a light blue concrete behind this stone slab at the front of the train, and a light blue concrete behind this stone slab at the front of the train. So in the corners, this corner and that corner. We want to place a black concrete block in between. We are then going to place a white concrete block on top. We then want to place an upside down quartz stairs block left and right of the white concrete. Then place an entire row of white concrete on top of all of that. Extend the middle block up by 1. And then place regular facing sideways quartz stairs left and right, like that. Meanwhile, behind all of those blocks, all of the quartz stairs and all of the white concrete, we want to place a layer of black concrete, like this, behind all of those blocks. And then place another. Just like that. We then want to take the middle block at the top on the front row of black and extend it upwards by 2 rows. 1 and 2. Just like this. Now, once you have done that, we will need nether brick stairs, and we will also need a little bit of yellow as well. So you want to start off by placing a row of light blue concrete coming backwards from the this middle top black concrete block. And we want to move backwards. To start off with, we only want to do 2 blocks. 1, 2. Extend that second block up by 1 using light blue concrete. And then continue moving backwards by 1, 2, 3, 4, and on top of that 4th block, place a yellow concrete. Then behind the light blue and the yellow, place light blue concrete. Extend the bottom light blue concrete left and right by 1, and then place glass either side of the top concrete like this. Place light blue concrete on top of the glass, and in between at the top. So all in all, we want to have something which should look like this. What we're then going to do is on the side of this row of light blue concrete here, starting from the front, we're going to place a nether brick stairs on the side of that row, followed by a light blue, nether brick stairs, light blue, nether brick stairs, and then another light blue, like this. And then what we want to do, and this is a little bit tricky, we want to connect these blocks downwards to the ground using red concrete. So we want to take all of the nether brick stairs and all of the light blues and connect them down to the ground using red concrete. We then want to take the blue block on the left here and the blue block on the right, the ones connected together with yellow, and extend them up by 2. Well, actually, you want to extend this left one up by 3. 1, 2, and 3. And this right one up by 2. 1, 2. And then extend the block right by 1. So that's what you want to have. And then take the yellow concrete, and as you know, Thomas is number 1, so we want to write a number 1. We take the middle yellow concrete block and extend it up by 2. 1, 2. And then left 1. And then we're going to place light blue concrete all the way around the number 1. And that is that side of Thomas. Now, if we come to the opposite side, we want to do pretty much the same thing. So on this opposite side, we want to take the row of light blue concrete, starting from the front, place a nether brick stairs, light blue, nether brick stairs, light blue, nether brick stairs, light blue. Connect them all down using red concrete, like this. Then If you like, you can start with the number 1, so you can take the middle block and you can extend it up by 2, 1, 2, and then left 1, and then you can place light blue concrete on top of this front light blue concrete. You can go up by 1, 2, left 1, and then this right concrete up by 3, 1, 2, 3, and place light blue concrete in front of the remaining red concretes like this. Now, once you have done that, we can move on to the next part. So, if you... I guess this is kind of tricky to explain, but no, it's not so bad actually. So, if we take a look at Thomas, like this, right? It's looking pretty good. If you notice that towards the back and the top, you have these 2 light blue blocks that don't really connect together. Place a nether brick stairs between them and extend the nether brick backwards by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place a light blue concrete underneath that and connect it down to the ground, like this. You then want to take the last block that hit the ground and extend it backwards by 2, 1, 2, and then extend them upwards by 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Extend all of those blocks across the back of the train, like that. Then take that same row of like 4 that we have now and extend it towards the front of the train by 2 rows. 1, 2. So we're just copying what we have on that side. We then want to take this light blue concrete, as you can see there, place 1 on top, then place a stair and extend it forwards until it connects to the front of the cabin. We then want to connect the light blue concrete blocks together by using black stained glass, so just place glass underneath the nether brick, and you can do the same on the opposite side as well. Because we now have to make cabin doors. They're nice and open and everything, but we do still have to make them. So this is kind of tricky to explain, but basically you want to place, coming inwards diagonally from the glass that you just placed, you want to place like a light blue concrete here, and also a light blue concrete here. Connect them down to the ground like so, right? And then from the outside, it will look like this. And then you want to place a light blue concrete block here, one away from the top to create kind of like an H shape or maybe like an M, and then place glass in between, like that. And you want to do the same thing on the opposite side, right? So you want to come to this opposite side and do the same. So moving inwards diagonally, we want to place a row of light blue concrete coming all the way up to touching the glass. We then want to place 1 light blue block, one away from the top, and then black glass in between, like that. Then we have to give this thing a roof. So to start with, we want to connect this blue concrete here together at the back on the left and right, and then do the row above as well. And then you want to grab your nether brick slabs, and you want to place nether brick slabs on top of the light blue concrete at the top of this little roof. And then you want to connect the front and the back together like so. And on the back, you want to grab coal, and you want to place just like a random amount of coal until you're happy, like on the back of Thomas. So, maybe even really load it up like that. So somewhere on like the back of Thomas, you just want to place some coal because he's just transporting it, and he kind of needs it for fuel. And that is actually a lot of Thomas complete. That's quite a bit of Thomas complete. However, there is a little bit more that we can do. There's some minor details that we're missing. So grab the item frames, the white stained glass, pistons, buttons. We need redstone torches and tripwire hooks, and we might even add a bit more stone slab too. So let's start with the front of Thomas. On the front of Thomas, he has a light. So where we placed this white concrete block earlier, place an item frame in front with a white stained glass pane in front of that. And that's about enough detail as you need. Now, if you were to move right of that white concrete and then down, so you're in line with the anvils, take this red concrete block and destroy it. And place a piston facing towards you in front of it. Leave a gap of 1 to the right and do the same. Destroy, place a piston. We want to make these pistons trigger, so you will have to destroy the blocks behind the pistons, and then place... That's a button. Oh, we've made a mess of that. Okay, let's fix this. So I'm going to destroy the block, place the concrete, and then I'm going to place a redstone torch here and here to make the pistons fire. And then I'm going to place a button in front of each one of the pistons, specifically stone. And I'm also going to place a tripwire hook between those two pistons because there's like a big hook thing on the front of Thomas in the middle. I think there's also one on the back, but you can't quote me on that. I'm probably still going to place it anyway, just in case. Although I doubt that... I don't see why he wouldn't have one on the back. Anyway, once you've done that, we're going to make our way to the back, and we're going to place these same, like, pistons on the back as well. But first, we want to place a row of stone slab on top of this exposed row of red at the back. Then, you want to place a piston in this position, and this position on the back. So, you then want to destroy those blocks, place pistons inside of those blocks, and then you want to find a way to make them fire. So you destroy the blocks behind the pistons, which I believe is this one, and then you place a redstone torch, and also the other one as well. So it would be this block, and then a redstone torch behind that. I'm also going to place the same buttons and the same tripwire hook in the middle. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I'm missing anything. I'm very, very embarrassed if I have, but I think that is pretty much Thomas in a nutshell. Yeah, that's actually complete. That's looking pretty good. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is Thomas the Tank Engine, 100% fully complete, looking fantastic as usual. Number 1, pulling into the station. So that is that, ladies and gents. I do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do remember to hit that like button. It really helps me out so much. You've got no idea. It's the best thing you can do to help me in the channel out if you're into that sort of thing. And also, if you do plan on sticking around, please hit the subscription button and click the little bell next to it to ensure that you get all my stuff sent directly to your sub box. And I would really like to know whether or not you guys would like to see any more Thomas content. I don't mind if you don't. It's up to you though. If you do, I'd kind of like to make a station. I already know which one I'd make. Maybe I'd make a couple more trains if you guys were into it. If not, that's it. That's fine. Oh, and if you would like to make anything else by me, you can kind of see that we've got quite a lot of stuff around us. This is more of a cartoon and game part of my world. Please check out the card system and the description below. Plus, if I ever do make any more Thomas the Tank Engine stuff, that is the best place to find it. There will be a cartoon builds playlist there. That's the card system description below. It will show you how to make all sorts of lovely stuff. So like if you were into Peter Rabbit, for instance, or Captain Underpants, maybe even Mickey Mouse, or even Batman, that's Batman's cave over there, although you can't see it, the Up House, Mario, even Fortnite, that's the Fortnite Battle Bus. All that's in the card system and description below. And that is pretty much everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video! Bye! And this video's subscriber shoutout goes to... I'm not going to include fireworks this time because really it is a horrible gif and it kind of looks weird. Concan 2005. This video subscriber shoutout goes to Concan2005. Thank you so much, Concan. I really do appreciate you as a subscriber. And it really was just this one comment that I enjoyed. I really quite liked it. Do bear in mind that I will be leaving Concan's channel down below in the description just in case you want to fly over there and check him out. I don't know whether he or she, I'm assuming he just because of the avatar, makes videos or not. I've got no idea, but it might be fun just to go over there, hit subscribe anyway, just to show a little bit of support. I really do appreciate it when you guys show as much support to the people at the end of these videos as you guys do to me. I really do appreciate that. But anyway, I like the comment because he says, I assume he, I watch and build all your plushies and houses because they're simple to build and fun. Plus, they always look good. If you want something funny, listen to this. And I kind of like this. It made me chuckle a little bit on the inside. So, the invisible man goes and sees the doctor. And the man sees the nurse. He says to the nurse, "Can I see the doctor?" So the nurse goes to the doctor and says, "The invisible man is here." So the doctor says, "Tell him I can't see him right now." That's my best joke. Thanks for helping me with Minecraft. And I don't know, there was just something all about that I really enjoyed. It had a nice little message in there. It had a little joke that made me chuckle a little bit on the inside. And I don't know, there was something about that I liked. So thank you so much, Concan, for being such a great subscriber. I really liked your message. And I appreciate you very, very much. And not only do I appreciate you, but I appreciate absolutely every single one of my other subscribers just like you. There's so many of you guys out there. It really is difficult to get to all of you, but I think I will eventually. It might not have been you this time, guys, but it absolutely could be you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm invisible.